I'm shuffling cards. Hey guys, it's your weekly TarotScopes, and I want to apologize because I've been sick and I moved the time on you. So while we wait for a few people to come in, I will shuffle the cards, look at my notes, and hope that some people can join us on this beautiful Monday evening. Hi, Gina. How are you? Thanks for joining me early and late. A day late and a half an hour early. I shifted the time 2 times. Today I shifted a little bit earlier because I was like, I got to make sure my voice is going to hold out. Hi, Watcher. How are you? How are you guys? I am mostly better, Gina. Then we have the overlay. I had this cold last week and it went through the weekend and it was up and down. Then we also have spring allergies starting to, do their thing. But this was definitely a cold. I mean, you don't lose your voice with allergies like this. So I do have a few little coughs. I've got my tea here and I'm going to have to watch my voice. So hi, Mary Clem. Good to see you. I'm feeling much better today. It was a beautiful day here in lovely Colorado. Beautiful Denver, Colorado. And we just continue to, we were again in the 70s today. I don't know what to say. My husband the other day was saying, he said, maybe we're going to be like, our climate's changing more into like California climate, although we don't get the rain. So I don't know. It's just been super warm. Anyway, how's the weather where you are, Gina? I know it's still a little chilly in the Northeast. Still a little chilly. And Mary, what's the weather like where you are? And Watcher. Thank you, Gina. All right. So yes, you will. You'll have to pardon me. You will hear a cough. I will tell. I'm going to do a little. 71. Hey, see, I think we were warmer than you today here in Denver, Colorado, which is pretty funny. I know, Gina. I would be tired of being cold too. I get it. I mean, I'm originally from the East Coast, and I know how those winters can drag on. But it's March now. Come on. So I'm going to take a sip, and I'll do a little advertisement for this tea. This is a tea called Mullein tea, Mullein or IEN tea, mullein leaf tea, and it's really good for respiratory stuff. And I just put a little dot of honey and lemon in there too. So it doesn't taste bad. Some teas can taste kind of gnarly. This one's pretty good, even plain. You had frost last week? Oh my gosh, Watcher. That's crazy. And hi, Bernadette. Good to see you too. So if my voice holds out today, maybe we'll go a little longer since I've been kind of MIA this weekend. 28 degrees. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was -7 where my sister lives in Alaska today. -7. I mean, I guess that's what you get in Alaska, but even that's cold for Alaskans. Yeah, hopefully you guys have some nice weather coming. And Gina, when's your birthday? I know you're a Pisces baby. Do you have a birthday coming up soon? Or do you already have it? My son's birthday is this Friday. So we just have a small handful of us. I think I've thrown people off. March 16th. Okay, next week. It was negative in Toronto, Fatima. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Guys, spring is coming. I promise. Oh, gosh. I can't say when. Yeah. March 16th. I'm going to have to write that down. March 16th. We'll celebrate. Day before St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Shooting Star. How are you? Peace. Excuse me. Peace, love. Good to see you too. Negative 30 Celsius. So what is that? Is that just like one below here? I don't know. Or 20? I don't know. I don't know. Or negative 30 Fahrenheit. Hope not. Your birthday is the 9th. Oh my goodness. We have birthdays coming up. Well, good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, even though we have a smaller crowd. This is a different night for me. And I did start, I had originally scheduled this for 5:30 my time. I'm in Mountain. But I could tell my voice was starting to go south, so I decided to bump it up. I couldn't wait to see you guys. So I wanted to go ahead and get it going before before all hell breaks loose with my voice. Shootings are hanging in there, hoping for warm weather here on the East Coast. I hear you guys. I know. My whole family, except for my sister in Alaska, are on the East Coast, and I hear about it all the time. I'm originally from Maryland, and my brother still lives there, and my sisters in excuse me, North Carolina, and my brother. Let's see, my brother's in Maryland, my sister's in North Carolina, and my son's in New York. So we kind of run the gamut. We have friends, we have family also in Florida and Georgia, South Carolina, everywhere. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see how long my voice holds out. We'll give a little cough to get started. Guys, I don't know why. I mean, I've never had so many respiratory things in a row. I had one last October. Now this one. This one doesn't feel as bad, honestly. Thankfully, the one in October dragged on for months. So I felt this one I don't feel so bad. Coughing is not. The cough isn't as bad as the other parts of it. So there's just a lot of stuff going around, and I hope you guys are staying healthy. The new house, I don't know. Could be, but I had, even before we moved, I'd had a couple. I think it's I think it's something different. I think it's grief from some old stuff. Lungs are associated with grief. So I also think it's some, other trauma that we went through not too long ago. About, within the, so I just think I'm releasing stuff, and I think I'm going to I'm going to trade healings with another friend of mine. So yes, you found that as you get older, what does this say? You develop more allergies. Yeah, I didn't have allergies as a child, but I do here in Denver. So, oh, you're going to hit 60 in a couple of days. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So, I don't have the racking cough that keeps me up all night and stuff like that. But talking definitely triggers things. Okay, so let's go, guys. This is our weekly TarotScopes for the week of March 2nd through 8th. Happy birthday to all of our beautiful Pisces babies. My Pisces baby, my youngest son's birthday is on Friday, March 6th. And He is all Pisces. Oh my gosh. And what's interesting is Pisces and Neptune, ruled by Neptune. I don't know if you guys know this, but you're the rulers of video, of film and video and, artistry and that kind of thing. And he happens to be a videographer and a video editor. He's right where he should be. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. And Yelena, nice to see you. Yes, the allergies, Yelena's in Denver as well. The allergies in Denver are really high because we have had no winter to kind of kill everything off. So everything just kind of rolled right in. Yeah, even our dog is having allergies. You're Virgo. Okay. All right. Well, we will get to Virgo tonight too. So lots of major aspects here in the month of March. I'm sorry we're joining you we were going to be on the 1st. I think that my thumbnail said that. It's the 2nd. So thank you for joining me late. If you're just hearing, I have been sick and I've been losing my voice. So thank you for joining me. I'll do my best. But anyway, most of the major aspects we have this month, believe it or not, even though the world is cuckoo, are more beneficial. And I don't know if some people have felt this like universally, but I feel like we've kind of crossed a threshold now where some of these, the files are getting released fast. They're like a runaway train now, and I don't think this new military action, and God bless all of those who've been killed, injured, or in harm's way. Please, let's send out our prayers. But I don't think this military action is going to bode well for 45. Just saying. I just think it's just another kind of nail in the coffin that's coming. Did you see that rash on his neck today? Look up the rash. Anybody see that? Just another mystery with that one. He's got a rash, big gnarly rash on his neck. Anyway, I digress. So March, in like a lion, out like a lamb, as they say, right? In like a lion. Yes, I think it looks like shingles too, shooting star. He would never admit it, would he? I'm sure they would never admit any frailty, right? And I'm sure he's going to have all kinds of pancake makeup all slapped all over it. Elena, I wish I knew. Not soon enough. Anyway, in like a lion, I'm not going to say out like a lamb, because I think this is just the beginning of really all the stuff bubbling to the surface. And this energy that we're experiencing is just more of that realignment energy, reset energy that was triggered in recent astrological events, such as the Saturn-Neptune conjunction and the solar eclipse, whose corresponding lunar eclipse is today. So if you're lucky enough to be in a part of the world where you can see it, get out there and see it. Where I am, I think it'll happen at like 2:50 a.m. So if I'm awake, I might go outside and check it out. I have a cough drop in. Sorry about the slurring. So I think on the East Coast, you guys can see it just before 5 a.m. So if you're an early riser, get out there and see it. Excuse me. Full moons are about releasing culminations, but we're kind of letting things go. And especially a full moon is like, a lunar eclipse is like a full moon times 100. So that energy. And so that's happening tonight, later this evening. We're like I said, we're right between the lunar and the solar eclipse, actually, right now. So this is purging old structures. This can feel dizzying, a little chaotic. And add that to the number 1 year and the fire horse. And it's just like we're kind of out of the starting gates with a bang, right? So hold on for more revelations, pushback from the power structures that have ruled the planet for thousands of years. The reset is here. Hi, Denise. Hi, Lori. Good to see everybody. Thanks. If I missed anybody, hello, hello. And I apologize for my voice. So, you're watching it. You're watching the reset, and I want you to, everybody, just hold on and don't let it, don't spiral. allow, because this was meant to happen. And this is a little sidebar. I read something from what's her name? Jean Dixon, she was the famous astrologer and psychic from a long time ago. She died, I think, in the 80s. But very well known and had some very, very profound predictions. And she talked about this time, like in her diary, she wrote about this time. And I think she even specified this year being the one where she would call him the golden-haired somebody. The golden-haired man would come and actually usher in the reset, the change, and reveal. And even though it's exactly what we've been saying, even though it's chaotic, it's meant to be so that it reveals all that's wrong. His purpose here is to do this. So look that up. Look that up if you can. Excuse me. She predicted, like JFK's assassination and some really big things. Are we getting any snow in Colorado anytime soon? Yeah. In Colorado, no, I don't. I suspect we'll probably see another dusting. Sorry. So rude of me. I think we'll probably see another dusting, but it'll be brief. It's going to be 75 this week. It's been like that all winter. But yeah, the fires are scary. Okay. So reset time, hold space for one another. We're here to help bring in that new age. If you accept the challenge. Enrique, did I say hello? And just visiting. Sorry for the... Oh, and Ronald Reagan's shooting too. Yes, she did. She predicted that. She talked about how something happened with Ronald Reagan because every other president in history who was born on or inaugurated or voted in on a 0 year and year ending in 0 died in office. And something happened with Ronald Reagan where it kind of switched, and the script was flipped somehow, but it was leading all to this time. Excuse me. I'm so gross. I apologize. You didn't even know how many tissue boxes I've been through. All right. One more cough. One more sip. Speaking of resets, if you're in a place where the clocks change your clocks next weekend, guys. Spring forward. It's that time. It's that time of year. Hi, Seabright. Good to see you. Okay. So news of the week. We know it's been a busy week. So kind of it feels like a week ago was a year ago. So we'll go back and say, my tinsels have gotten into my lungs. No, they have not. The tinsel in my hair he's talking about. So we go back a week and we see that like Illinois and companies like FedEx have sued the U.S. government for the excess tariff money that they collected, and they're expecting to be paid back, right? I think that's hilarious. I think that's really funny, and we should all do that. Of course, all that money is going into Iran now. The Trump administration is withholding $295 million in Medicaid from Minnesota, from the state of Minnesota, in an apparent punishment attempt for Governor Walz and his pushback against the ICE invasion. That's not what they're saying, but that's. Oh, it's so gone, Enrique. That money is gone. I think he has like a trash chute in the White House, and he just, or in the Treasury, that it just goes straight into his, his bank accounts in the or his coin, whatever that is, this crypto. Time change drives you crazy in New York. Is that what it says? We've been pushing to time. Yeah. I don't. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I don't think we should do it anymore. But of course, I don't have to get up early with kids and all that kind of stuff anymore. Okay. You'd hate to see him at his life review. Oh my gosh. But Medicaid funding, I mean, this is for sick people, for older people. That's pretty nasty stuff. Netflix removed their bid for CNN, leaving, was it for CNN? No, it was for, you'll know what it is. But anyway, the parent company of CNN, leaving Paramount and other Trump allies poised to take over the media. Yay. Amanda's here. She's been sick too with the fly, the flu. Mine wasn't, I mean, I didn't have fever, but I had really bad sore throat, headache, earaches, the whole thing. Okay. I'm hoping you're feeling better now, sweetie. Okay. So let's see what happens there. I think they might have some trouble with that. State of the Union address. Can you believe that was just last week? State of the Union was a record-length speech, but an unmitigated flop. So they say. And he didn't make any mention of this attack on Iran. Let's see. A cartel drug lord was killed in Puerto Vallarta last week, and violence broke out all over the region, disrupting tourism and other functions. If anybody follows Callie Healer, she and I have done some readings together. She posted something today. She's headed to, I think she's already landed in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Her plane was empty. There were like 10 people on the plane. I've never seen anything like that. She posted a picture of it. So I think people have canceled their trips there. So we'll send our wishes, our well wishes for them, and hopefully they have a nice vacation. Trying to imitate Castro's 10-hour speeches. Oh gosh. Yes, and and poor Cuba, right? Poor Cuba. They've embargoed the oil into Cuba, so they're going to have some difficulties. Yes, you saw it, Fatima. Yeah, so empty. Whoever sees an empty plane? Okay. Alien Cannon blocked volume 2 of Jack Smith's files. And that's the stolen documents, all the boxes that were piled up in Trump's golden bathrooms and in his, basement and things. Yes, Enrique. Absolutely. One day I'd love to go to Cuba. Yeah. My parents are in Puerto Rico right now. They're cute. They wanted to go to Puerto Rico where their parents had visited when they were younger. All right, Alien Cannon. So let me go back to Alien Cannon. She blocked in perpetuity the release of those files, saying it would hurt Donald Trump's reputation. Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it should hurt his reputation, shouldn't it? In many ways. France barred U.S. Ambassador Charles Kushner. And do you see the themes here? We're starting to like have these suppressing themes of like still trying to push down the truth, but it's coming up anyway. France barred U.S. Ambassador Charles Kushner, the one and only dad to the son-in-law Jared Kushner. And he is a pardoned felon, yes. He was named ambassador by Donald Trump and so to France, and France officials have barred him from state proceedings because Kushner made unfavorable remarks about the country, and then he failed to appear for a hearing to discuss his actions. So now he's barred from basically doing his job. He's just collecting a paycheck. Aren't they all? More Epstein repercussions. Where to begin? Where does it end, I guess? The UK ambassador to the US was jailed. Former Prime Minister of Norway attempted to unsubscribe from Life because of his involvement. Larry Summers steps down from Harvard. The LA Summer Olympics guy, I can't remember his name, he was ousted. So many more. I mean, the list goes on, particularly in Europe. It's quite remarkable. I heard that, is it Romania? There's an Eastern European country. Actually, I might have it here. There it is. Poland. Poland is looking into the Epstein involvement more deeply. They already had an investigation, and now they've added the child trafficking reports. Okay. News stories have reported on Trump's alleged essay with a 13-year-old girl and raised eyebrows about the appearance that evident that DOJ, FBI, who interviewed the girl 4 times, have intentionally buried the investigation. So this is like proof that it was buried, that it was, somebody put a lid on it. Old pictures have appeared in the files with Trump advisor Howard Lutnick. So he's now in the hot seat. Excuse me. Yeah, the picture showed him walking around the island with Epstein, causing more Congress people, including some Republicans, to start to demand Lutnick and Trump to sit down for questioning. Bill and Hillary Clinton were questioned about their involvement with Epstein Thursday and Friday, and little appears to have come of it. They requested that all files be released. The Clintons did, and had wanted a televised hearing for their testimony to be made public, which Republicans refused. Even so, our friend Boebert was taking pictures from the closed door hearing. Hi, Odelia. Hi, Cheryl. Cough, cough. And yet Von Schitz's pants is protected. I love it. All right. So, okay. And, by the way, and apparently Bill Clinton, having sat down and, for a hearing, responding to a subpoena, opens the door now for legally for Trump to have to sit down for questioning as well. Yes, Enrique, I saw that too. So Enrique asked if I saw Aaron Parnas talking about Hillary. He showed a clip of her where she was just fuming because somebody had noticed the pictures while she was giving testimony. Excuse me. Okay. And then we move on to a gunman in Austin, Texas. When does this end, right? Killed 2 and injured others. Excuse me. And many of these things I want to point out are aligning match up with the Mars square Uranus aspect that I mentioned last Friday, which brings aggressive and action, fast action, explosive energy, kind of out of the blue kind of stuff. So it's all matching up. We've also had many volcanoes and along the Pacific Rim, and we're seeing seismic activity in Japan, Alaska, all around the Pacific. It's quite active. In technology news, chipmaker ASML. So I talk about the tech because we're in the time of Aquarius, which is all about Pluto, and Aquarius is all about revealing, bringing forward new discoveries in technology. So we're going to have a lot more of those over the coming 14, 15 years. So the chipmaker ASML had a breakthrough promising 50% faster speeds for 6G, right? Are we all going to grow a third, 2 heads and all that stuff? It didn't happen with 5G, but and they expect this technology to be available by 2030. That's not that far away. New breakthrough in sodium-ion batteries, suggesting that they could soon rival lithium and purify water as well. There's a potential application for purifying water. Okay, sodium-ion batteries. Okay, the military found created a device that has advanced seafloor mapping technology, and they have started to discover new uses for it, for archaeology. And they didn't say in this article that I was reading this about, but they found a vast submerged city with pyramids, roadways, burial grounds at a depth of 3 kilometers, which is deeper than ever could have been explored before. Maybe it's Atlantis, who knows? Sorry. In medical news, there was a creation of a massive, what's called an atlas mapping of 7 million cells across 21 organs to understand aging and gain knowledge on anti-aging methods. Yeah, let's never grow old. There was also the identification of a bacteria kill switch to combat antibiotic resistance. Hi, Mary Starshine and Fairy Tale. Oh, I'm sorry, Fairy Tale. We're not doing those questions tonight. Pissed is the word, Enrique. That's funny. Also, they had the first in-womb spina bifida repair. How cool is that? I know they've done, one of my sons had a diaphragmatic hernia just shortly after birth, which is usually deadly. He was one of the lucky ones. But I know that they do that surgery sometimes in womb to repair the hole in the diaphragm. So that's really cool. New advances in AI-driven DNA analysis. So that could also, I'm assuming there have to be some cancer breakthroughs with that. And and this is the last thing, guys. You're so good to listen. A highly effective, long-acting injectable treatment was found for HIV. Isn't that good? Nice. Remember the days of people had to take, 20 different pills throughout the day? Okay. I'm going to take a sip, and now we're going to move on to the actual aspects happening this week. March 2 through 8. So Monday, March 2, today, Mars moves into Pisces. And so restless Mars is not very happy here because Pisces, you guys are all peaceful and lovey-dovey, your belly button gazers. I like to say dreamy. You like to be very introspective. Mars just wants to go, push. Pisces is like all about, can't we all just get along? And but this aspect still gives energy to your spirituality, your healing, and your creativity and intuition. Tuesday, March 3rd, total lunar eclipse. We just talked about this in Virgo. So somebody here just said she has a Virgo birthday. At 6 a.m. Eastern. So it's a little earlier than that. It was more like it's complete around 4:50 a.m. So, and this is the energy that amplifies full moon energy like 100 times, and it lasts for several months. That energy really lasts. Again, these are things coming to fruition. This is illumination. Are we seeing any illumination in this world? Very emotional time too, and healing time. So calm your mind, release is really important right now. Multiple signs will feel this the most. That would be Virgo. Let's see. These are I said that wrong. Mutable signs. Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius, as well as Pisces will feel this the most, but it'll affect everybody. Okay, so there you go, all you Pisces folks. Excuse me. Okay. Thursday, March 5th, the sun will form a trine with Jupiter. This is great. This is a great day. Success, expansion, luck, like really, really big news. Great day to go out and play the lottery. Friday, March 6th, my son's birthday. He's turning 28 and he's my baby. Venus will be moving into Aries. Oh, how nice. Venus is in its fall here. So that means just like with Mars into Pisces, Venus is not in its happiest spot in Aries, because again, Venus is more about like helping and healing, and Aries is like, I want to be in the front of the line. Let me go. But this also does bring energy and power to relationships, to love, money, and maybe leadership energy too. It's very confident and driven and assertive. Excuse me. Okay, and the last aspect I want to talk about is actually I have two more. Saturday, we have a Mercury Cazimi. And remember, Mercury is retrograde now. So guys, don't buy a new car unless you have to during the retrograde. Don't, make sure you back up your files. Don't sign any really important contracts if you can avoid it. Really kind of double, triple check everything. This is in the sign of Pisces. So remember, Pisces, you've had some heavy duty signs move out, namely Neptune and Saturn move out of your sign, or planets move out of your sign recently, which would suggest that you guys are going to get a little bit of a break now. But I would say not until maybe the end of this month, because this Mercury retrograde is in your sign as well. And it can cause difficulty with clarity, and but it can also bring downloads and revelations and dreams and things like that, but it can bring that confusion element as well. Okay, last is Sunday, March 8th. Venus will form a conjunction with Saturn. This brings a sobering aspect to relationships, and it can sort of bring lasting energy as well. Relationships, love, and money. That's what Venus represents, right? But Saturn kind of brings the seriousness to them, and they're coming right together in the sky as Venus sweeps past that first sign of Aries, where Saturn and Neptune are sitting. And you'll focus on practical matters. Maybe, and look who's here. My friend is here. You'll focus on practical matters and look for ways to make things last. Commitment and responsibility are keywords. So maybe your relationship will take that next step, right? Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. He wants to be up on my shoulder, always. He's taken, by the way, if I walk past him and he's up on back of a chair. If I bend forward, he'll just jump up. He like leaps up onto my shoulder. So Fatima says, us Pisces want to put out the fire of Mars. That's right. That's a good way to put that. Hi, Craig. Oh, Craig, when is or was your birthday? Talking about you. All right. I'd pat his back all the time like a baby. In fact, let me tell you a little bit about that. You know how those of you who've had a baby before know what I'm talking about. When every top, every shirt that you have has like a spit up stain on the shoulder that your baby favors. Well, that's what I kind of have with him. I have like little pinholes from his claws in all of my tops now, which does not make me happy. But he's a baby. What can I do? Okay. All right. So no, he doesn't spit up on my shoulder, thankfully. Okay, we're going to move on. Thank you all for joining me. If you are new here, thank you. It is a quiet night because this is not my usual night. So thank you for joining. That's right. You already had it. You already had your birthday. Oh, ow, he's digging in. Why are you digging in? Ouch. Oh, in Hollywood, California. Okay, 1963. I was 64. And you are old. All right. Anyway, so thanks for joining me. Please hit that thumbs up and hit the notification bell and share and leave a comment, all those good things. Again, I apologize to everybody for this cold that I've been dealing with. And yes, so yeah, I hope you guys you had a nice cake. Run it in. I don't know what that means. Oh, I see. Yeah. Rub it in, I think you meant to say. Yes. And by the way, I ordered a birthday cake from my son is gluten and dairy free. He does not do well with those things. So I found a really nice gluten-free, dairy-free bakery near him in New York City, and we just ordered it for him to go pick up on Friday. Oh, you're 62, Fatima. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Now we're going on to the TarotScopes for the week of, I'm going to see if I can offload this kitty. Yes, the week of March 2nd through the 8th. As usual, these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs. And remember that these are general. Sorry, I was going to say, remember, if you want more detail, please check your personal chart. We all have different charts. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. I start with a different sign each week, and this week we're going to start with Taurus. And I am using my, excuse me, my good old Morgan Greer cards today. Uh-oh, I just showed some nudity. I'm in trouble. I pull three cards for each sign of the zodiac. The first is the energy of the week. The second is the cautions. And if we don't have a caution, what you should be aware of. And the third is the actions. And you can interpret it any way that it means something important to you. Okay, so Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I will try not to cough. I am going to take a sip. Lots of sniffing and coughing. Okay. By the way, the reason I'm sniffing and coughing is because, you put chopped garlic in salsa, a natural antibiotic. Yes. I ate a lot of garlic last night. My husband made some salmon with garlic. But I was going to say, I started working at a new school last week with different kids. They were kind of rotten middle schoolers. I'm not going to lie. Not very well behaved. But it was like I was sick within a day and a half of seeing those people. So, because otherwise I hadn't been anywhere. Excuse me. All right. So energy for you, the energy of the week for you, Taurus, is that you need to make some decisions. Something's on your mind and you need to kind of chart your course, set your path, let something go. You know, there's a real, look, we have that eclipse right there. Look at that. So this is a really good time. This is a card of releasing too. Let go of something that maybe isn't working for us. Move in that direction. Mary Starshine, I'm one step ahead of you. I got mullein tea with lemon and a little dot of honey in it. I don't like it too sweet. Yeah, the mullein tea's good. I like it. Cautions. Uh-oh. So don't get trapped in, don't get caught in a trap of your own mind, Taurus. What are you thinking about? You're thinking. This says is, you're overthinking something and you have kind of done this to yourself. So just, clear your mind, make the decision that you need to make, and then you can move forward. And look, here's the moving forward action. Take those steps. This is stepping into your alignment. What's aligned for you? Okay. So this is fast action. This is like suddenly it's like all the pieces are going to, click into place and then you can go. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to move on to our dear Gemini friends. Yeah, this has been a weird cold because it hasn't been like, I don't know. It's just been a weird one. I guess there are many, many viruses in the world. Okay. I also like to take vitamin C or emergency. Those are good. Cold snap. Oh, I forgot I have cold snap. I'm going to take some of that. It's like a Chinese herb. All right. Gemini. What you got, Gemini? Okay. Oh, interesting. We're getting repeats already. Oh, here he is. The boy is here. He's obsessed with the backyard. That's our backyard out there. And he loves to go out there and, pounce on little bugs and eat grass and stuff. Okay. Gemini, look at you. Knight of Swords. This is you moving forward with, decisive action. Swords are Gemini through and through. This is thought action. This is word. This is me. But this knight is like really it's kind of like taking their ideas and putting them into action. Because knights are all action. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Cold snap is it's like an herb you can buy. It's good for colds. It's a Chinese herb. Anyway, so that's the energy of the week. It feels fast. This is a fast card. So things are like taking off. Does this look like a caution to you? King of Pentacles? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mary. Digestive enzymes containing bromelain. Yeah. I don't think I have that. Anyway, I've been taking all kinds of crazy things. Excuse me. So this is something you should be aware of. The money. This is like you're going to be the boss man, like with all the money and the resources coming in hot for you. Are you looking for a job? Are you getting a promotion? Are you getting a big tax refund? That's that energy for you this week. Okay. Who's finished their taxes? I haven't done mine yet. Action. You too, just like Taurus, get this card. Coming in hot. Step into alignment with who you are and what you need to be. This energy is very active this week for you, Gemini. So that's great. That's good news. Get ready. All right. I need a tissue. Here we are. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we're moving on to our Cancer friends. When I wake up in the morning with this cold, you can hear I'm kind of baritone, but oh, my voice is like really baritone in the morning. Okay. Enrique, you're a moonchild. Yes. Our Cancer babies. I guess I'm a moonchild too. I'm a Cancer rising. Well, ooh, okay. Sorry. Look at you this week, Cancer, living the life. Like Nine of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, Nine of Pentacles says, I worked hard and I deserve the like amazing pair of whatever kind of boots you like or shoes. I deserve to sit by the pool and drink a drink a margarita and love life, right? Excuse me. This is a card, to sleep all day. Yes. Whatever it is you want to do, this is a card of really kind of being grounded and being comfortable in your skin, in the work that you've laid out before you, and your comfort. The cautions. The Hermit. So if this is a caution, it's saying, maybe you've been maybe you've been sleeping too much, Enrique. This is a card of going within, really searching your heart. Maybe you're being a little too introspective or a little too like removed from the action. Maybe this is saying get out there and join your people, do some things. That's funny. And the action to take. Page of Cups, right? They're saying, like, have some fun. Get outside and meet some friends and have a good time. This is a card of whimsy. It's kind of a card of like I want to say, it's not really taking chances as so much as just like throw caution to the wind, have a good time. Wonderful. That's what your sister said. Get out of bed, or get out. That's funny. I know I need to get out. Okay, Leo. What's in store for our Leo friends? Okay. Thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate that. You keep me honest. Oh, wow. Whoa. This is a big week for Leo. Leo rising. It's my hubby. I'll make him watch this. Well, the energy of the week is the Queen of Rods. This is about determination, fire energy, right? Passionate about something, following your passion, going for it. And the Queen of Wands is always successful. Those sunflowers denote success. Really, really. I'm a Leon moon too, shooting star. I know you meant Leo. I am a Leo moon as well. Thank you, Liz. I'm still snuffling and, I'm muddling through. And Mystic Shining, good to see you. All right. All right, Leo. The caution of the week does not look like a very big caution. Does this? The Magician? Okay. This is you putting your magic into motion. Excuse me. And it's saying you can manifest what you want, right? Very, very nice. I like it. That's a great card. I love the Magician card. Okay. And the final card, the action is the Judgment. What action you should take is the Judgment, right? And that's saying allow the metamorphosis to take place, right? You're stepping into the spotlight, into your success. And the Judgment is about a rebirth. So it's allow, right? If this is a recommendation from our guides and angels, is saying allow it to happen, right? This was meant to be. Those are big cards for Leo this week. I like it. really sure as much how your moon sign impacts. But my moon sign is in a kind of auspicious place. It's conjunct Mars in my second house, which is the house of finances. So maybe money's coming my way. All right, Virgo. Remember, Virgo, you guys are going to be feeling this with your mutable energy. You're going to be feeling this this eclipse very strongly, and you get the eclipse in your reading this week. So, energy of the week is the King of Swords. All right, this guy is laser focused. He is intelligent, sometimes a little too laser focused, a little more head over heart, thinking, all thought, right? But he has ultimate clarity about something. What is this? Are you responding to something I just said? Shooting star? Okay. Well, the caution is the Nine of Swords, right? And this is that card that you typically see somebody, up at night worrying, sitting in their bed worrying all night. But and you can see that in this, I like how this card depicts that his hands are lashed together, because when we sit and worry, and I know some of you Virgos are really good at worrying about all the little nitty-gritty details. When we sit in a state of worry, which is basically a manifestation of fear, we have difficulty hearing the messages, the signs, and moving forward. Release it. And speaking of releasing, we were talking about releasing at that new moon, at the eclipse, full moon eclipse. Here we go. The action is walk away. Walk away from the drama. There's something better out there. There's something better out there for you, and you're going to go for it, right? This is a card of trust. I have, 8 full cups, but I just wonder if the other 2 are right around that bend, right? So they're saying this is also a card for some of you Virgos. It's about moving. For some, it's about leaving a relationship that doesn't work for you. For some of you, it's leaving the job. What is that? This is a card of leaving. You see, it's one of the few cards with their back to us in the deck. Okay. Oh, I see shooting star, the impact of the moon sign. I know, I have to be honest, I struggle with that too, because I don't really identify with Leo. Like, I feel like Leos are the performers and want to be out in front. And I know I have a YouTube channel, but I really consider myself to be an introvert. So I think Leos tend to, they're the showman, right? Okay. Good night, Enrique. Have a wonderful time. All right, Libra. Uh-oh, Libra. Look at the energy of the week for you. Conflict. Maybe you're going to get it. Don't get my cold. Okay. Oh, leaving the country. Yelena says, leaving the country. I wish. Yeah. Tell me about it. Maybe I'll move to the UK with my son. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. This is petty conflict. This isn't anything too terrible, but something might be, like under. Oh, you think I'm a Leo? You've seen me in person? I don't know. I can only give that outward facing Leo energy for a little while, and then I got to run back and I got to go sit in my corner for a little while and suck my thumb. That's funny. All right. So here's your energy of the week. Sorry, it might be a little rough week for some of you Libras out there. If this is any indication, I see it. Okay, Mona Lee. Hi, good to see you. You're a Leo. Okay. And the caution of the week is the hidden things. The moon. Again, maybe it's this eclipse energy that we're going to have tonight. by the way, if you do any rituals, do them tonight. This is all about releasing. Um, excuse me. I usually write my intentions at the new moon, but the full moon you should release. So maybe write those things you want to release for the next 6 months and let them go, or make your moon water. Okay, but the moon. Funny we should get this on the full moon day. This is about things that are hidden. This might be things about yourself that are hidden that you're just, learning about, right? This could be something about your partner. This could be something about your work, or something in your life that has been hidden, that's bringing a little sense of, insecurity or anxiety. But it's also saying tap into your intuition. Sorry, that was a big cough. I hope you didn't have earbuds in. And then we have the three of wands, and that's a nice thing. This is saying, like, this is the action that we should take. This is actually saying, let's start to look for the results. Like, this is looking out over your future and really trying to kind of draw it into you. So this is good energy, right? I think we're being asked to use this full moon energy to bring things in. Oh, Violetta said to charge your crystal ball and other crystals. Yeah, I like to charge my crystals. That's why I keep a lot of them right here. You can see some of them. That's not all of them, but I like to keep them on my window ledge. Okay, Scorpio. We are we're just over halfway through. Scorpio. I was teasing my Scorpio sun, the one in oh wow, these are good cards. Hey, I shuffled these cards and they're all coming out. We're getting some more repeats. You're not going to believe this. But I was telling my Scorpio son, the one who just moved into an apartment in London with his girlfriend, and they're very happy. But we were talking on Zoom the other day, and he had this this cold and this cough and this like snuffiness and just tired. And then a couple days later, I got it. So I was teasing him that he gave it to me over Zoom. All right. Scorpio rising, mystic shining, and Scorpio sun, shooting star. All right, you too get this beautiful card of luxury, of enjoying the good life, right? Energy of the week. It's saying, go, like I said, sit by the pool, sip a margarita, or do the beautiful things. Go look at art. Go, get your nails done. Like, and do the things that make you feel luxurious. Excuse me. And you too get the Magician card, and it's in the place of caution, but I want to say this isn't a caution. When I see the Magician, it's almost never, unless I'm talking about, 45 or Putin. This card says you got everything you need to make things happen in your life. So do it, right? Do it. This is saying manifest your dreams, because they are coming in hot. And the Knight of Swords is coming in quickly for you. This means something's coming in hot. Don't be impulsive. This card can be impulsive, but it's also saying, like, be ready, brace yourself, because that change, these beautiful, luxurious changes are coming in for you. Your husband is Scorpio. I wonder what it's like to be married to a Scorpio, because my Scorpio sun, and I have many Scorpio family members, not so easy to deal with. Intriguing, smart, a little wily. Would you say that's how your husband is, Yelena? Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. So many repeats this week. Okay. This is not a repeat, though. Uh-oh. Energy of the week for you, Sagittarius. The Devil. Amanda's dealing with the flu. Maybe this is what's going on. But this could be something or someone that you're just drawn to, or you're stuck with, or you're addicted to. This is addiction, right? It could be literal addiction, but it's often about, it could be, you're always attracted to the wrong sort of person, or somebody in your life is really kind of like, you're kind of stuck with this person, but they're really not good for you. Um, this is difficult energy, but it's also energy that you can walk away from. Okay, not surprising to you. A shooting star, you can be a little difficult. But you guys are wicked smart and psychic. Okay. And then the caution of the week is that conflict card. So again, I just wonder, some of you Scorpios or Sagittarians may have somebody in your life who's just a real, may I say, a pain in the ass, right? Somebody who's really kind of, who makes your life a little bit difficult. This could be you too. This could be bad habits that you have. Okay. And the outcome, you too. Somebody else got this. Coming in hot. This is moving really quickly. Two other signs have gotten this. 8 of Wands is always about moving quickly in alignment. Messages coming in hot. Like this is a good card, but it does denote speed, right? It does denote speed. Okay, Sag. What's going on with you guys? What is going on? Yes, get out of your heads, the dark thoughts, the doom scrolling, all the bad habits. Let's, we all have them. Capricorn. Cough and a sip of tea. We're almost there. Thankfully, my throat no longer hurts. All right, Capricorn. Okay. You too get the moon card. This is the energy of the week, right? Remember, we have that full moon eclipse tonight. This can be confusion. This can be anxiety. This can be things that are just kind of hidden beneath the surface that keep us off our game a little bit. This could be the world that we're living in right now. And the caution is the 7 of Wands, which is all about achieving something, but at a cost, right? So this is about gaining, I always say it's like gaining the hill, but you really had to fight hard for it. Maybe it's getting the position at your work, but it's like you've got a bunch of wolves barking at the door all the time, right? This is a good card, but it is challenging. Okay, so that's the caution. The action is to step into your truth with the Ace of Swords. Okay, step into the truth, know who you are, use that power, right? This is a new beginning. All right, we've got Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries to go. And I apologize for all of you who get to listen to my croaky voice. Thank you for coming on a Monday night, not my usual night. Especially those of you who have to get up early for work and you're on the East Coast. Okay, Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius had a big month. Yes, and we just left that sign. Okay, this is very similar to the last reading for Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah, well, what I just said, you guys had a big month and it was a little rocky, right? What's work, right, Craig? Okay. 7, you get the 7 of Swords. You're followed by the 7 of Wands. These are difficulties. So 7 of Swords talks about somebody stealing, taking from you, being dishonest, right? Is there somebody in your midst who's not being honest with you? What is that for you? Who is that for you? Is this also, could we say this is you being dishonest with yourself? Just saying. Sometimes we delude ourselves. And in the area of caution, just like Capricorn, we got the Seven of Wands, right? This is gaining the hill with a cost, right? Getting to the top of the hill, but there was a cost to it. And you still have detractors, right? So be aware of that. This is the card of always needing to look over your shoulder. So you're in the higher ground, but somebody might be nipping at your heels. And the action, you too get an ace at the end of your reading as well. Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles, opportunities are coming forward for you. So don't worry too much about this energy. We need to look ahead at our new opportunities coming forward. This could be the job. This could be a big, you'll win the lottery. I heard Powerball was up to 200 and I don't know how many millions, whatever it was today. This could be the tax return that you've been waiting for the money, or the new car, or the house. Yeah. You guys saying hello. Thank you for hanging in. Listen to me sniff and cough. All right, now we're moving on to oh wait, we already started with Pisces, didn't we? Okay. I think that's the end. I just lied. Didn't we start with Pisces? No, we start with Taurus. I'm wrong. Thank you, Gina, for keeping me honest. We just talked about you a lot, Pisces. That's all. Okay, you get a king and a queen right out of the gate. Just in time, my voice is falling apart. Okay, we get the Queen of Swords. Again, she's very logical. Hi, John. Weird night for a lot of reasons. Oh, I can't wait to hear. Uh-oh. I hope you didn't get a flat tire or something. Queen of Swords. All right, so this is all about logic. Laser focus for you this week, Pisces. It's not really something I consider you guys are your forte, laser focus. You guys are usually dreamers, right? But this is saying narrow in, focus in. Looky here, Pisces. Your caution is not really a caution, though. King of Rods, again, determination. I feel like focus and determination are really important for you this week, Pisces. Are you looking, do you have a job interview and you really need to kind of snap in? Don't wing it, right? Pisces, y'all are so good at that. Do you have, a hot date? You need to really kind of understand who you're meeting with. What is that for you? This might just be work things or life things. All right. And the action of the week. This is the Nine of Wands. And it's saying that you might this is about having your barriers up, right? So maybe you might want to bring your barrier down a little bit if this is an action. Like you've been through it already. You're still standing. You're fine, right? Recognize that you're still fine. You're fine. You're going to be just fine. You do focus on your dream. Greg. That's not what I'm saying. All right. And guys, when these cards come out very, yes, happy full moon eve. When the cards come out again and again, I want to show you, I put them back like a very, specifically in different places in the deck. So when I shuffle, I don't do the fancy shuffle. I just give them a little shuffle with intention. And we're moving on to Aries. Thank you. But when they come out again and again like that, it's really something worth paying attention to. Right? Okay. This is the third time we've seen this particular card too. There's our guy, the Magician, energy of the week. This is saying Aries, you're going to have the opportunity to really, sorry for the term, but really magic the hell out of your life. Like you have the magic right now. So use it, right? Especially, we're getting ready to come into your season pretty soon, but and Venus has just entered your sign. You also have Saturn and Neptune there right now. They're bringing some magic to you. Use your manifesting powers now. And look at this one. This is, if it's a caution, it doesn't feel like much of one, does it? The Star. This is saying, set your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, because you can get them. Okay. And the third really beautiful card, Aries. Aries, I feel like you've had a lot of rough cards this year. And this is a great one. A great reading. So King of Cups speaks about your ability to use your like charisma to make the world that you want, right? King of Cups is kind, he's compassionate, he's very intuitive. So really use that. Whenever we see a king, they are successful at whatever they do. Oh, good reading for you, Adelia. Good. All right. About to make some stuff happen. Are you Aries and Leo? No. Magic. Magic. All right, guys, I'm going to pull 3 cards for all of us, and then I'm going to walk away, blow my nose, cough, see what's for dinner, and I'm going to wish you guys a really good night. Okay, 3 cards for all of us. What do we need to know? Yeah. This is very good advice. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, it's not been too painful. It sounds worse than it is, but it's probably harder for you. Thank you for painfully trudging through. All right, so first we get this Queen of Swords, and we've seen this a few times. This is saying, like, keep your eye on the ball. We're starting to get clarity on things in our lives right now about how the world is run. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Things are not what they appear. And now we're starting to get that clarity. This is also a legal card. Just saying. Yes, Leo had the Magician card too. We had several magicians. This is also saying that we're having conflicts right now. Life is not easy right now, but this is surmountable, right? This is something that we can rise above. This is not the end of the world. This is not the 10 of Swords. This is the 5 of Wands. This is petty conflict, right? And I think that even though what we're seeing happening in other parts of the world is pretty tragic, and we want to keep our thoughts for them, we're living through this conflict for a reason. And this is the third card that I wanted to have. And it's because we're here to hold space. The Strength card says you can hold space for everyone else, for all those who are, really kind of anxious and dealing with some difficulties with all of the chaos that's going on in the world, right? And maybe this is full moon energy. Yes, there's a bright full moon in Albuquerque. Sorry about the cough. This is the strength card is saying this full moon is giving us the strength to carry on through this chaos. We will be okay. We will be okay, right? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I am sorry you had to listen to my gravelly voice and me coughing and all those things. Yeah. What is it? What is the temperature here in Denver? I think it's close to that. Oh, we're down to 62, but it was it's like 70 something today. All right, guys. Hey, I feel fine. And I'll even keep getting better. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Mona Lee. Thank you, Daniel, and all you beautiful people, Odelia, Mary Starshine, Liz Reeves, John Scarborough, I can't wait to hear about how weird it is. Let's see. Fatima. And I know there are a lot more people in the room that I have missed, but thank you all for coming. Shooting Star, Amanda. Amanda, get your cup of tea. Yelena. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I do appreciate it. Thanks for listening to my hoarse, raspy voice. And I wish everybody a beautiful eclipse and a beautiful week. Thank you. Bye-bye.